Hey guys, Jen and Jeremiah here.
Hey!
We are inviting you to like and share this video for a chance to win.
Voila! 100 spools of embroidery thread.
And these are super high quality embroidery threads, and they're all the popular colors. You got primaries, secondaries, all that stuff.
Blacks, whites, beiges.
Amazing. What a great collection.
Really need,
$660 retail value.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But we're giving away one every week, a new winner every week. So like and share, like and share, like and share.
Like, share. Invite your friends to like and share too. Hey everyone, it's Jeremiah with Tops Vacuum and Sewing. I'm here with Jen today. We have some exciting information to tell you about the Juki TL18 QVP and the Juki MO2800 Serger. So what do you know about these machines, Jen?
Okay, well, pop quiz, Jeremiah. Do you know what the one machine is that I have in my sewing studio at home?
Let me think about that. No.
It's the Haruka Juki TL18 QVP. This is the one machine that I have in my house.
What do you do on it?
I do, well, at home I do a lot of home deck stuff. I hem all of my jeans because I'm only 5'3". I do little alterations for my kids, anything around the house. But what I love about it is it's a simple machine and it's a workhorse. So it's cast aluminum, so it's gonna be an anchor forever. So it's really heavy, super solid. For quilters, when I'm quilting, it comes with a great quilting package. What I really love about all the feet is that they're integrated shank presser feet. So you don't have a snap-on, so there's no flexibility, and so you're gonna get a really perfect, solid seam every time. So here's that little screw that you can take off of the 1/4" presser foot, but they're all really, really solid, which I feel like that machine is just solid.
Something that's really interesting actually about every single one of these feet that they include, and even all the optional accessory feet that you can purchase for this machine, these are the same feet that they use on Juki's industrial machines. So any industrial feet also work on the TL18 machine as well. So
Very cool.
very, very awesome. This is a really crazy walking foot too.
It is a crazy
Do
walking
you use
foot.
that?
Yes. No, I don't. But it does come with a walking foot as part of the quilting package, and it also comes with the guide, so that you can set your wide seams or whatever. This goes right in the walking foot, so you can make that work. Something else is kind of a creature comfort for piecing when I'm at home is having a flatbed is super ergonomic, and it's really comfortable when you're pushing your strips through.
Absolutely.
If I'm using a free arm, I feel like I'm kind of catching my fingers a little.
Right.
Do you ever get that?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's got a generous throat space. I think it's about 9 inches. And what I didn't know until I actually started sewing on it is it's not just about this, but having this height.
Having the height.
Yes,
is very
just
important.
makes it so light and bright. So I love sewing on this machine. The other thing that I really, really love is because it's simplistic, you've got your reverse lever right here. So whenever you're sewing, you're not hunting around for your reverse button. It's just like, boom, there's my reverse, you know, whenever you need to backstitch. You also have a thread cutter, you have a needle up, needle down, and you have a speed control. And this machine is fast.
How fast is it exactly?
1,500 stitches per minute.
1,500 stitches per minute.
Yes,
That's
super fast when you want it to be fast.
That's fantastic because, you know, like most domestic machines you would buy are usually right around that 1,000 stitch per minute mark. So that's absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
Super industrial.
Something that I really love about this too, so you actually get 3 different quilting feet. So your open toe quilting foot, your closed toe quilting foot. What is this one for exactly then?
I believe this is an echo quilting foot.
That's your echo quilting
Yes, and
foot.
again, I'm gonna come up and show you guys these feet because they're heavy, they're metal. I mean, they are just really, really industrial. These are gonna get the job done for you forever. You're never gonna have to replace a foot on this guy. And we sell a ton of Juki TL18s. And I've never heard anyone regret buying one. We have so many people that have them in their studios for piecing. If you do any kind of bag making, all the bag makers are using the TL18. So it's just a really, really great basic machine. It also still uses, imagine this, metal bobbins. Okay, so just metal all the way through the whole
That's
machine.
fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic.
And then for if you're doing free motion quilting, I did a couple samples here. You just drop your feed dogs right here. You have this awesome big extension table that comes with it as well. And you can see here, I'm a little out of practice with my free motion skills, but here's your front. So you can see there's your gorgeous stitch quality on the front. But then the back, don't pay attention to the quilting, but look at the stitch quality that you see here on the back.
Just as beautiful on the back as it does on the
Just
front.
as pretty on the back.
Absolutely.
Yep. So that's a really, really good feature about the quilting as well.
And then you also have, this is a knee lifter, so if you're doing like appliques or anything like that, that you're gonna wanna
Applique
raise.
or chain piecing where you want to shove your next piece in. Yeah,
Yeah, so that's really awesome.
right here. And then I did bring a couple samples as well. So for bag makers, here I've got 4 layers of real leather, and you can see, I mean, it went through them like butter. So 4 layers of leather. I've got 15 layers of upholstery fabric, and it just went through them just as pretty on the, I know you guys can't really see it, but you're just gonna have to trust me. Perfect on the front, perfect on the back. And then I've got 12 layers of denim here. I mean, this is like a sandwich. And it went through them just fine.
That's great.
And 2 features that are on the TL18 that they haven't done on any of the Juki TL series, whether it's the 2000, the 2010, the 2020, is you actually have I always get these confused, but this is the presser foot
micro
height or the micro lift, yes. So if you do have a huge sandwich of denim for some reason, you can put this all the way up and then your presser foot will go up.
One thing that's really neat is if you lower the presser foot, and then once you turn this, they'll actually see the presser
lifts
foot
up.
ever so slightly just rising up. So it makes it much easier.
And then you can also change your presser foot pressure, so you have both of those adjustments as well.
Just like so.
There you go.
Fantastic. You couldn't have done this on this machine without raising this.
No,
height.
no,
There's
definitely.
absolutely no way you could have ever done that.
Yeah.
And the presser foot pressure is really nice because it actually has a little gauge in here that shows you
Exactly
how
where you
that
are.
works exactly. So that's really awesome.
Mhm.
That is fantastic.
Let's talk about the needle threader for a minute.
Oh, the needle threader. It is a little bit different style
It's
needle
different,
threader.
yeah.
Once you get the hang of it, of course, it's very simple to use this. But it just threads it quite.
And you know how some needle threaders, it's okay, they can't even see if you thread it anyway. Oh, perfect! Good job. But some needle threaders are super finicky. You know, sometimes we'll get some in that are a little bit bent. I don't think I've ever seen one of these go out.
I've never seen one
Yeah,
of
and
these.
these are very rarely in for service. I mean, and it might just be like a tune-up. So if you're looking for a solid machine, if you're a quilter, if you're looking for a solid machine because you're a bag maker, or you just want like a multi-purpose machine, this is it.
This is it. This
It's
is
perfect.
absolutely it.
Yeah. So is there anything else that we need that we forgot? It comes with a couple other feet. You have an adjustable zipper foot. So that's good for bags. You've got your 1/4-inch presser foot that we already talked about. You
Your
have
right compensating.
your right compensating foot. You can buy a left compensating foot as well if you wanted that extra.
And you also have your old hem foot that comes standard with it as well.
Mhm.
Something else that, while we're talking about things that don't come with it but are available for it. There is also a thick fabric throat plate. So as thick a fabric as this is that Jen sewed through, you could actually sew through more with that plate. And I always like to tell people about that accessory simply because it's not something that you can get for really any other machine on the market.
Yeah, and do you ever get calls about people that want like a Juki industrial machine?
I do, yes.
And for me, the drawback of a Juki industrial is yes, they're great and they're strong and they're going to last forever, but it is a big machine
It's a big
that
machine.
sits in a big table
And a big pan of oil.
and a big pan of oil.
Mhm.
And this, for 95% of our customers, is going to be,
Pretty much what you need.
and it's
It
nice and
really is.
small, it's portable. So yeah.
Absolutely. One other thing that's really interesting about this machine.
Yes.
So this foot controller. So it may look like any old foot controller, but it actually has one really amazing feature, and that is the heel tap feature. So the heel tap on this foot controller actually activates the thread cutter. So you can just continue sewing along. You never have to reach up here and touch your thread cutter button.
Yep.
You just heel tap, feed the next piece of your project through,
Yep.
and continue on from there. I will say that in case you maybe accidentally heel tap when you're not supposed to, it does come with a really lovely stopper that goes on the bottom, so you
Yes.
don't inadvertently tap that while you're, sewing your project. Takes a little bit of getting used to.
I have that plug on all the time because it's
Yeah.
not a big deal to just pop up here and cut your thread.
I
It's a good
personally
option.
love the thread cutter in the heel tap.
Different
so
strokes, huh?
different strokes,
Mhm.
absolutely.
And your bobbin winder is having that nice speed control with the rabbit, winds a bobbin like that. So Jeremiah, how much is this awesome machine?
So this awesome machine, MSRP is $18.99.
Okay.
There is a current national promo price on this machine right now for $15.99, which is really just an awesome price because
For a machine that's
Yeah.
going to do all that and last you for literally forever.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
So,
But here at Tops, we do a ton of events in all of our stores, and we do convention centers and all that, which I did want to do a little plug about events. If you go to topsvacuumandsewing.com, all of our events are there, and they are just phenomenal. And the food is always really, really good. I'm a foodie, and the food is always really, really good. And it's always included.
and it's always included.
Okay, back to the pricing. Okay, so here at Tops we do a lot of events. We have open boxes. For every event we open brand new machines and then we put them back in the boxes in the styrofoam and pack them up. It's always best to call us and see what our specials are, and we promise we'll make it worth your while if you call us. Our phone number at Tops is 1-800-280-4919. So that's a really, really good way to get the latest information on these awesome
Absolutely.
machines.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great, thanks, Jen.
You're welcome, Jeremiah. Now, what do you know about the MO 2800?
So the MO 2800 is an awesome 4-thread serger. So this serger is going to do a lot of things that most sergers do that, serge fabric. So we're going to have 4-thread overlocks, 3-thread overlocks, rolled hems, all your basic serger stuff. What's fantastic about this serger, though, is you have this lovely trim bin that I'm taking off.
And I feel like trim bins are kind of hard to find now.
They really
Like,
are.
on some of your top high-end machines, they don't even come with
Yeah,
them.
there's a lot of sergers out there that just don't come with a trim bin.
Yeah.
And so what
Easy.
do? Just let it fall on the floor? I don't know.
Mm.
But what's really special about this serger is it's actually air threading. So all I have to do is lift this little lever up, turn the hand wheel towards me, and now I have 2 ports here that I'm going to put my thread into. Press this button, and it's going to thread those loopers like magic.
So it's not going to be an air pump, it's going to be a
It's
push.
an actual electronic air threading
Wow,
system that
okay.
this serger has. It's truly fantastic. I also have a built-in needle threader on this machine that threads both needles with just the flip of a little switch right here. So
Pretty easy to use.
very, very easy
Okay.
to use, absolutely. What else I like is that they keep my lint brush as well as my needle screwdriver and my tweezers just conveniently in this.
Because even though it is an air thread, you still need the tweezers.
Yeah, I mean,
to
on
pull the
occasion,
thread back.
you know, you may want to pull your thread through the needle all the way. This also comes in handy if you're doing things with thicker threads. So things like pearl crown rayon, stretch thread, those things will somewhat thread through the loopers, but sometimes you need that extra little help to pull those through. So obviously you're going to need tweezers there, of course. This serger actually comes with your standard serging foot, but it also comes with one other really valuable foot, and this is your curve foot. So this is actually included with this serger. I really love that. You also get this lovely little threading guide wire. So this is actually to help you thread those heavier decorative threads through there, as well as things like stretch threads, maxi lock stretch, and also like the poly yarn thread and woolly nylon thread. So the final accessory that I really love with this machine that comes with it is the knee lifter. So this, you don't find a lot of sergers that actually have a knee lifter. So for me, you know, having this is very nice because although you don't really raise your foot a lot when you're serging, there's times like going around curves and things like that where you just need to raise it a little bit so you can kind of move your fabric underneath of the foot. So I like having that feature because, you know, sometimes you need both hands.
Definitely.
For whatever you're working on. So.
And what about, I see we have our differential feed here. What are all these knobs that we have
So we do have our differential feed here. And then this is also our stitch length up here. Okay. Then right here we have our cutting width. So this is our stitch width right here. Of course you can lock your blade down. You flip this lever, it's really simple to transition the serger from overlocking to rolled hems. So really and truly one of the easiest sergers I've ever used. The nice thing is the manual of this that comes with the serger is actually...
There's an actual manual?
There is an actual manual.
Awesome. Okay.
And what I love about it is it's very detailed. So it tells you which needles to have in for which, you know, specific stitch you want to do, where to have your levers set, where to have your stitch length set, where to have your stitch width set. They really set you up for success.
Well, and I even see the icons here. I mean, you can see here's my second thread, and it has a green square, and then I can see my green square here. So it's like a diagram.
Yeah,
of
everything is color coded, and that's what I like. So most modern day air threading sergers, you don't actually have color coding.
Right.
What Juki's decided to do with this serger is they color code it because it's a little bit old school, but they understand that people who buy these sergers, you know, they want that help. That this is what they're used to. So to me, this is one of the most valuable features is just the color coding because I'm set up for success instantly with that. So.
Cool.
So I think we have a special price on these. Do you know what
do have a special price. We always have a special price.
Do.
Okay. So the MSRP on the MO 2800 is $2,099. So our minimum advertised price that you'll find online everywhere is $1,599. Great deal, yes. But of course, we also have show machines. We have open box machines. We have local specials. So best to call us and we'll tell you what's going on. Again, that number is 1-800-280-4919.
Absolutely.
All right.
And then the other advantage that you have with tops, so
oh my God, there's so many.
There's lots.
You know what I just remember before we get into the Tops Advantage, which I love the Tops Advantage so much, but we also offer free shipping. So if you call us and order a machine, you're going to get free shipping anywhere.
Great prices. 800-280-4919. I mean, it's a win-win all
It's
around,
a win-win-win,
right?
yeah. And the other thing, so we're going to talk about the Tops Advantage a little bit.
Yes.
All right. So with all Tops machines, regardless of when you buy them, where you buy them, all Tops machines have a 10-year warranty, including parts and labor.
That's awesome. We
do all the warranty work here. And we have 12 locations in Florida. So we're always going to be here. We're not going anywhere. We've been here since 1945. So we're not just your mom and pop type little dealer that's going to retire and move off.
Fantastic.
So 10-year warranty, including parts and labor. You also get lessons for life on all of your machines.
Right. That's great. And free phone support. I mean, I know that lots of people purchase machines from lots of different places, but if you call and talk to me on your MO2800 or your TL18, I'm going to be able to sit in front of either of these machines and walk you through step by step what's going on or how to do something that maybe you're unsure of doing.
Yeah.
To me, that's very valuable because
Absolutely.
other places you may call, I mean, you can't call Amazon, you can't call Walmart and ask for help on how to use your sewing machine or your serger. It's just not going to happen. So
they are professionals and experts.
Absolutely. So I'm in the Port Charlotte store.
I'm in Palm Harbor.
So, you're always going to have that support from
And
Jen,
if I don't
myself.
know it, I call Jeremiah or we phone
Yeah.
a friend.
We
We'll figure it out.
We're a small business, but yet we are still a very large small business. So if we don't know something, which that doesn't happen too often, but there will be someone in our organization that does, and I just think that that's one of the most valuable things that
It's a good team
that we have to offer.
Yep. And then the last thing of the Tops Advantage, do you know, Jeremiah?
What is the last thing of the Tops Advantage, Jen?
It is you have a year to upgrade. So let's say that you buy the MO2800 today and you're just like, I wish I had a little bit more, a little bit bigger, better, faster on any machine. You have a year to upgrade. So you get exactly what you paid towards your next machine.
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
Absolutely
So that's the Tops
fantastic.
Advantage. Yeah.
Great.
So we've got tons of events. We have great prices. We have 12 locations and we're here for you.
Unlimited support.
Yeah.
800-280-4919. Hey everyone, it's Jeremiah and Jen with Tops Vacuum and Sewing in beautiful Florida today.
Here we are.
Here we are. We are here to tell you about two amazing Baby Lock machines today. So we have the Baby Lock Triumph and the Baby Lock Allegro today that we're going to be showing. A little bit about Baby Lock. So Baby Lock is a Japanese company. Just a few little tech geeky features that I love about these machines. They're hand built, of course. Just the craftsmanship that goes into these. Like, did you know that these loopers in here are hand machined and hand polished in every single Baby Lock serger that's made in Japan? Isn't that fantastic?
Yes.
I know you've used the Triumph a lot, so what are some of the cool things that you know about this machine?
So what I love about it is the size and the throat space here. So any project that you're working on, you're going to have the throat space, and the height here is higher than the other one. So it's just going to feel lighter, brighter. It's less claustrophobic when you're actually using it. And then my second favorite is the quick reference threading guide. This thing is like my threading Bible because I don't use sergers all the time. I haven't been using them for very long, and they're super intimidating when it comes to, how to thread, and it has that little map, like don't even. But this makes it so easy to thread. And I'm just gonna kind of come up and show you guys right here. You can see that they just perfectly draw everything out. It's all color coded with where you thread it exactly, where you put the thread in the needles, your stitch length, and it just gives you success like automatically every single time.
The other neat thing about this is the only serger on the market that actually entirely air threads.
Yes,
so,
with the needles.
You have your loopers, so you have your upper looper, your lower looper, and your chain looper that air thread, but it also air threads the needles, which to me is really pretty fantastic, if you ask me. Speed control. This is not something that you see on a lot of sergers. It just isn't. Most sergers are mechanical, which this is mechanical, but it has a speed control. They really, really thought of everything, I feel like, when they built this serger, that, they took a lot of time to build it. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing.
And I think the biggest upgrade, if you have an Ovation, which was the top of the line before the Triumph, right? The biggest difference is going to be your air threading needles. Is that the only difference?
Your air threading needles, it's also now easier to thread the chain looper here. So this has been completely reworked here as well from the Ovation. I feel like it surges more smoothly than the Ovation. The Ovation was actually top of the line. back in the day, but there's a lot of new cool features on this over the Ovation. What else do you want to show us about it? All these lovely accessories.
Well, there's lots of optional accessories too. The machine itself, so it comes with your table for your cover stitch. So when you're doing your cover stitch, it's just gonna it's perfect.
Right there, yes.
It's gonna be right here so that you have plenty of workspace there. And then they came out with this guy, I want to say maybe 6 months ago. This is the new cover lock serger table. We've sold a ton of these, and they've really been a game changer for people that have the Triumph already. But basically, it's got your cover stitch table, but then you also have your opening here for your blade. So you can now serge and do cover stitch and all your decorative stuff. It's got your holes here for your seam guides and your attachments. Right. So now you don't have to switch out your table.
It's just awesome.
It's awesome.
That's totally awesome.
Yep. One of the other optional accessories for the Triumph is this amazing 29-piece foot kit.
I love this.
I do too. It's like this fancy little train case.
Let's open it.
Let's do it together.
Let's open it because this is awesome.
Yes. So perfectly organized. You've got the big guide that tells you exactly how to use all the feet and what's included. And then all of these guys, all your feet are in there, and then there's the name, and everything is perfectly organized for you in this nice little train
And something that I would really like to point out about every Baby Lock accessory foot that's available for the Sergers, they give very, very specific instructions on what application you would use it for and how to use it. And, you know, they give you like little pictures of what it's supposed to look like and stuff.
Just like the threading guide.
Yeah,
it's like so clear and
they
concise.
really set you up for success. And I think that, like, from all of the companies that, you know, we use machines from, which is basically every sewing machine company, they really want you to be successful with every single project that you make. They pride themselves on that, honestly. So I love that.
So the 29-piece foot kit is great.
It is great.
Yes.
It's wonderful.
And what else do we have?
This lovely inspirational guide. So back to the setting you up for success, making sure that you have, you know, everything that you need to be successful and create wonderful projects. This inspirational guide, it's kind of like a class. It's very educational.
It's like a workbook. I
Yes.
feel like in high school you had your textbooks and then you had your workbooks.
What I really, it's what I like about it is when you open one of these books at first, and I'm just trying to get here to it to show everyone, but it kind of goes over like all of the parts and pieces of the machine and what they are, what they do, that sort of thing. But as you know, advance more through it, it shows you pictures of actual like stitch formations. So
and what it's supposed to look
what
like
it's supposed to look like, because you know some of these stitches, I think every Baby Lock serger is very simple to thread personally, but certain stitches like the wave stitch, it takes a little finesse. You know, you have to kind of learn how to thread it because it does thread a little bit differently than other stitches. Yep. The other cool thing is you move into techniques, which is really awesome. And basically, it's just kind of like a class to learn how to do absolutely everything on this machine. So this is
So if you're
wonderful.
a person that likes a machine that has a real manual, not only does this have a real manual, it has your awesome quick reference threading guide, and then it also has the optional inspirational guide too.
This is wonderful. I would never, ever have a Triumph without having this important tool.
Yeah, it's a big kind of intimidating machine, but it's really not. It's very simple, and they make it super simple.
They really do, absolutely.
Yep. You know what I just remembered that we haven't touched on yet, which is amazing about the Triumph?
What's that?
It's the auto tension.
The auto tension.
Yes, so if you
Elaborate.
notice, there's no tension dials here. So no matter what fabric you're using, if you're using a thin chiffon, a quilt, foam, bozal, you know, anything like that, denim, you don't have to make any adjustments. It goes straight from one to the other.
Wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
What is this accessory, Jen?
This is the amazing, huge extension table that is an optional accessory too. But it gives you this giant workspace. So if you're doing a quilt or drapes or whatever, you're going to extend your workspace
That's
with this
really
nice,
fantastic.
And it's 18 by 22, is that what we just said? Yeah.
18 by 22. And it's got this really neat ruler that's kind of built into it. So, that's always looking for tools to help me, just
a quick measure.
Yeah, quick measure and just also like to align things, because I could imagine, if you're doing like rows of cover stitching, I've seen lots of that lately. Lots of the customers in my store that we've been doing lots of decorative things. This is actually going to be a great tool to help you align things as you, just continue on. So I really love this accessory as well. So what else do we need to cover on this?
Oh gosh, air threading needles.
Air threading needles, air threading loopers, auto tension, you can never knock it out of time.
Yes.
All the cool, wonderful accessories. And there are more. I mean, there's
we just
tons of
touched
stuff.
on it.
We've just kind of just brushed what's available for this machine. So fantastic prices right now. I believe MSRP on this is $74.99. And right now, $49.99 is
$49.99
is the national promo price.
But here at Tops, we do a lot of events. We have a lot of specials. So we do have open box machines. Like I know we have a ton of Triumphs right now that were used in one class.
On a cruise, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Or something, yeah.
We do cruises here at Tops now, too. Let me just plug real quick. Not only do we do like big events at convention centers and hotels and all of our stores, but we're also doing cruises now, too. Yeah. So that's kind of cool. So these machines were used for 3 days, I think, on a cruise. Yes. I mean, like brand new. You still get the great 10-year Tops warranty on them. Lessons for life and the ability to trade up. Not that there's anywhere to go from the top.
But you can definitely trade up if for some reason you wanted to trade up to some other machine.
Something else, whatever.
For 1 year. You have that ability.
For a year.
For 1 year. Yes.
So it's best if you want to take advantage of the local specials and open box machines and all that stuff to just call us. 1-800-280-4919 is our number, and you'll get through directly to maybe one of us.
One of us?
Probably.
Most likely. I don't know. Call me. It'll be
fun.
Call
me, maybe.
So now we have this wonderful Baby Lock Allegro. Offers 12 inches of throat space.
Huge.
Yeah. Full LED lighting. This is a perfect machine for really anybody who quilts pieces. Perfect for free motion because you have this wonderful space here. Comes with 9 accessory feet.
You want to go over them real quick?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. So we have our zipper foot. We have our straight stitch foot. We have our open toe applique foot. We have our 1/4 inch piecing foot, blind stitch foot. Here you can use my hands now.
Thank you.
Absolutely. This is going to be your overcast foot, button sew-on foot.
Yep. And
your free motion quilting foot.
Which you're definitely going to need because you're probably, probably a quilter.
Absolutely. And then, of course, not to forget your buttonhole foot.
One-step buttonhole.
One-step buttonhole.
Very nice.
Foot. Absolutely. And your quilting guide bar that just kind of plugs right into the back here. You can use it with any of the feet.
So all that popular straight parallel line modern quilting is going to be super easy to do with this machine.
Absolutely.
And I know that there are some optional feet too. So if you are a quilter, I mean, you would certainly get a ruler foot for it.
Walking foot is available.
Yep.
Absolutely. I believe there's even an open toe quilting foot. One other accessory that this machine comes with that I love that, a lot of machines don't come with this is the straight stitch plate. So something that we hear from a lot of quilters and people who, just sew a lot in general is how sometimes delicate fabrics can dip down into the needle plate.
It gets sucked down in and then you have a real mess.
Yeah, absolutely. So I really love that they've included this accessory because, this is pricey on other machines. So I feel like you get a lot of value with this being included. Another thing that I thought was fantastic is just how much storage is in here. You actually have 2 storage compartments in here. So
and it is actually a free arm too. So if you are a garment sewer, you're going to have that option as well.
Absolutely. So easy drop-in bobbin system. It is 200 stitches,
200
which is
stitches.
fantastic. That's a lot of stitches. One other thing that you can do with this machine is you can put it on the cutie frame. So
Yeah, so now you've
that's-
got like your baby long arm. You want to get your feet wet, you want to try it, you don't have
Absolutely.
space. And we
Absolutely.
have the Cutie Breeze frames now, I think, on our website. They're $550. So
Wow,
we haven't talked
that's-
about price on this yet, though.
Yeah, that's
We will in a minute.
fantastic.
Not yet.
Absolutely. So what else do you know about this guy here?
So what I really, really like about it is that it's simple, but it's not totally mechanical. So it is entry level and it's simple to use, but you're going to have all of the features and benefits of this little mini computer right here. So you're going to be able to easily toggle to get your decorative stitches. You've also got your needle up, needle down. It does have a what do they call it, Jeremiah, where it's a memorable memory for the needle up, needle down. If you want it to stop in the down.
Oh yeah, so it will always stop down.
Programmable needle up, needle down.
Yes,
I think that's what that's called.
absolutely.
So it comes with that. You do have your speed control too, which is really, really awesome for when you're quilting or
Absolutely.
doing whatever.
And of course, not to forget your thread cutter.
Yes.
I love that scissor button. I don't think that
Yes.
I could honestly sew on a machine now without a thread cutter. I'm just so used to it. I think it would practically be impossible.
Yes.
Another neat feature on this too is that this has adjustable presser foot pressure. So a lot of people don't really understand or know what that is, but what adjustable presser foot pressure enables me to do is sew through things that are very thick, very lofty. So, you know, if I'm doing something with a quilt that has really lofty batting, or maybe I use 2 layers of batting, I'm going to be able to get through that if I'm doing stitch in the ditch or something like that. If you're sewing things like polar fleece, very thick, very light, but it's going to enable you to sew through all of those layers a lot more
Which is kind of
smoothly.
a rare feature on a machine of this price.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Price. We keep talking about price.
Price,
and
price. Well, these are kind of hard to come by right now.
They are.
From what I understand, they're sold out at a lot of places. We do have a big stock at Tops, though.
We do, absolutely.
And guess what? We have special machines and open boxes and all of that
All the
stuff too.
time.
Yeah.
So MSRP on this machine is $15.99. That's $1,599. The current national promo price right now, though, is $12.99, $1,299.
$12.99.
Isn't that crazy?
Great deal.
That's a great deal. And then you combine that with
With the cutie.
the
Oh, free
cutie,
lessons.
free shipping,
No
and
tax
no
out of
sales
state.
tax if it ships out of the state of Florida. So
Yep.
like that to me is just wonderful. I mean, to get into a machine this caliber for
This size.
$12.99 is
Yes.
really practically impossible. Absolutely. And then of course, if you are local to, you know, Florida or close to any of our 12 stores, you do get the 10-year warranty. You get free unlimited classes for life, 1-year trade-up guarantee. So you get a lot of value, I feel like.
And also for that $12.99, for that price, you're still also getting all metal insides on.
Yes.
It's still a really well built, sturdy machine
It is,
too.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It is a very heavy duty
I love the
machine.
Allegro.
Lots of people have these that, you know, in my store, lots of people have purchased these and they really love them. I just think that this fits a very, very good price point for what most people are doing with it.
Yeah, and we had kind of talked about the cutie frame a little bit too, but I feel like if you're looking at the Allegro, you're definitely a quilter, or like you're
Right,
99%
yes.
like a quilter if you're looking for this kind of throat
It's
space.
Absolutely.
So with the cutie frame, so if you're buying this for quilting, the Cutie Breeze frame is amazing. It turns basically your domestic sewing machine into a long arm. It's a tabletop long arm frame. It's really versatile, but the drawback is that usually any of your domestic machines that have the smaller frame space, you're only going to be able to quilt like this much.
Like 8 inches of throat space, it's going to be a challenge for
Well,
sure, yeah.
Yeah, because then you're looking at maybe 3 inches of actual usable
Right.
sew space. So with this massive 12 inches, now you're going to have at least 8 inches or 7 inches, I would think, of sew space.
Of quilting space.
Yeah. So anyway, so the
absolutely.
Cutie Breeze frame is $550. So now if you get both of those, you're at a complete quilting system for under $2,000.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
That's just phenomenal. Absolutely.
So-
So,
Good deal.
National promo price again, $12.99. That blows my mind.
$12.99.
I just can't believe
Yep.
that. So give
But
us
call us.
call.
Yes.
Absolutely, 800-280-4919. Again, you'll get me or Jen, and we can definitely help you out with this. We ship to all 50 states.
Yes.
No shipping charges, no tax if it's shipped outside of Florida. So it's truly wonderful.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. So what else do we have to go over today?
Again, we want to talk about our events just a little bit.
Okay.
We constantly have events going on with national educators in convention centers in most of our zones. So if you're in the north,
Right.
if you're in the south, if you're in the central zone, there's always going to be quilting, embroidery, fashion. I mean, we're trying to cover all the bases there. And then we also have in-store classes
Yes.
at every single store. So I know I'm getting ready to teach a tiling class, an OESD tiling class.
That's
I know I've
great.
never done one, so I'm really excited.
Oh, it'll be awesome.
Yeah, for all the stores have classes as well as your classes for life, which are usually one-on-one.
Correct.
So events, classes,
I know we have
cruises. Stay tuned because there's
yes,
cruises. Yes, Tops is
lots of stuff like that, and
Yeah.
they can get all of that information on our website.
on the
too.
website, which is topsvacuumandsewing.com. All of that information is there.
Absolutely. Or if you're in your local store, pick their brain,
Yep.
ask them what's going on, tell them to give you some information. But definitely topsvacuumandsewing.com is a wonderful resource to check out what's going on.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Hey guys, Jen and Jeremiah here.
Hey!
We are inviting you to like and share this video for a chance to win.
Voila! 100 spools of embroidery thread.
And these are super high quality embroidery threads, and they're all the popular colors. You got primaries, secondaries, all that stuff.
Blacks, whites, beiges.
Amazing. What a great
Everything you
collection.
really need.
$660 retail value.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But we're giving away one every week, a new winner every week. So like and share, like and share, like and share.
Like, share. Invite your friends to like and share too.